Hello, hello, JJ DiGeronimo here. As you know, I record for the podcast Together We Seek, and every month I invite podcast guests and their friends to this monthly meetup of lightworkers, healers, mystics, and more. And it really is a community of people that are doing work independently and collaboratively. And I like to share people that want to join and talk about the work they're doing this quarter and the quarters ahead. So I'm super honored that you jumped in to meet many of the light workers, healers, and mystics that are in my network. And I'm really excited to share that work. So today we'll kick it off with Mary. Mary, if you want to jump in and share who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah, hi. Thanks so much, JJ, and thanks everybody for being here and those watching the recording. Appreciate your time. My name is Mary Bell, and I am a stress resilience coach for high drive women. I work with a lot of leaders and entrepreneurs, but also strained moms and wives with stress resilience. And I do that mostly through breathwork. There's like 12 different techniques that I teach. And right now, I am teaching live sessions in group format at three different locations in Northeast Ohio. Um, Fairlawn, Kent, and Portage Lakes is the new one that I just partnered with. So I'm kind of at capacity with, um, and I do private sessions too, but I'm kind of at capacity with being able to go to a bunch more places or like get into a bunch more studios. And so one of the programs that I'm really honing in on right now and want to put more attention on is my mentorship program. And this can be one-on-one or it can be group mentorship. That's the link that I dropped. I have two different like prongs to it. One would be for people who want to deepen their own breathwork practice or build up their own stress resilience, and that they would get like a breathwork level one certification with me through the breath chamber. The other side would be facilitators. So people who want to guide others safely and effectively through breathwork. I mentor breathwork facilitators as well. And I've been guiding breathwork and group meditation for 15 years, almost 16 years. So I really believe that mentorship is the way to certify new breathwork facilitators. I've seen, a couple, it's like a buzz right now, and I feel like I see more people hopping on and doing it. And I've attended some workshops that I think were not safely led. And so I'm kind of on a mission to make sure that as we share these powerful techniques, that our participants are safe and well cared for. And so that's why I'm really pushing the mentorship as opposed to just doing a weekend certification and putting these people out into the world, not really knowing what they're doing or what power they hold. I think that's not safe. So that's my mission and goal right now. And that's kind of where I'm doubling down on my efforts.
So I'm Lori Spivey, and I hold space for women who are healing from trauma, whether it's physical trauma, mental trauma, or spiritual trauma. Oftentimes, women who find themselves taking care of everybody else in their lives but themselves get to a point where they really need assistance. And so I just led a weekend retreat on becoming unstoried. And what we found was unraveling that ball of yarn and getting down to sort of that cellular level where people were wounded, is where women need to go in order to start their own healing journeys. So I support them through Reiki reflexology and Akashic record reading. And I'm just really grateful to be working in this space. I learned a lot this past weekend with hosting this retreat. It was healing for me as well. I find that when you do this kind of work, you find parts of yourself that you're still a bit raw with. And so I'm very grateful for having been able to experience that and finding ways to now tweak it in order to make it a bit better, more profound for the next wave of people that we work with. I'm located in Cleveland, Ohio, and I do love to partner with people in other states because I am going to be moving through different states and putting this retreat on in other areas. So if there's a need in your area and it's not a space that you're currently supporting, be happy for you to reach out to me and we can chat about opportunities to work together. Thanks.
I'm Mary. I'm a physical medium. I love what I do. I'm also a divine healer. What does divine healing mean? It's actually Mother Mary that comes through my vessel, Saint Germain, the Ascended Masters, whomever your guides are, but my main guides is Mother Mary and Saint Germain. So they're my control guides for the physical medium aspect of me. And what they do is they'll tell me what's going on in your body. So they scan you and I could feel it in my body what's going on, because as a conscious channel, I like to be here so I can tell you if you feel pulling in your body, I like to tell you what's going on, basically. So that's the conscious channel, that's the divine healing. It's amazing. I mean, I'm actually seeing a stage 5 cancer C patient that was sent home in February and he's still alive. So I'm just really honored to be working with the Ascended Masters, especially Mother Mary and Saint Germain and all the other ones. But I also do Reiki for those that, love Reiki. And sometimes I just say it's Reiki to get them in and do the divine healing, because it's all source energy, it's all the light. And it's all, I mean, working with the Ascended Masters is amazing. I'm also a sound healer. I do oracle and tarot card reading. I'm also a spiritual teacher and mentor. And I love collaborating as well. So, you guys could reach out to me as well. I'm supposed to be traveling a lot. So my next one is in Yellow Springs this month in May 31st at Transformational Holistic Health. And I'll just put it in the chat just in case you guys want to meet me in person. And it's in Ohio. So thank you, JJ, for this beautiful community. And yes, every month is different, and I love the new faces. So welcome, Mary. When she said Mary, I was like, oh, it's me, Mary. I was like, I'm not new. But yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I did do a session with Mary after last month because I've had this energy in my hip for a while, a decade probably, and I've been hitting it all different ways, which was pretty amazing. And when Catherine said that she had helped with her next last month, I'm like, I have to try this. And I will tell you, like, you don't know how deep your stories go, as Lori just mentioned. And I had stories in my pelvic area from this lifetime and others. And 1 hour with Mary has really helped me decouple that. So if you're holding pain and you think you've got at it every which way, I would encourage you to check out Mary and spend the time doing that, because we carry so much in our bodies from this lifetime and others. And even though we're helping so many people heal, we still are actively helping to ourselves heal too. So thank you, Mary, for that time.
Thank
So next, I am Catherine Ebacher, and I own and I'm a practitioner at Listen to the Body Talk. And it is an honor to be able to go into JJ's neck of the woods next week. My boyfriend had open heart surgery 6 months ago, and with pre and post-op sessions and an amazing set of surgeons and an amazing Cleveland Clinic team, which I really see this interplay between all the things that we're doing and all the things that are needed when a blood clot is stuck in your pulmonary arteries and has to be removed. I see that need for both types of healthcare, or what we're doing holistically, what we're doing spiritually, emotionally, mentally, as well as the physical manifestation of those, as far as turning into an illness, they sometimes need that Western medicine approach by the time they get there. So I'm grateful to go up to Cleveland Clinic and be in your neck of the woods. We won't be there long enough to see you, JJ, but soon we will in Cincinnati. Yes. My primary focus from a creative perspective has been my project on mind-body maps. And it is a truly comprehensive system that combines what we've done in Body Talk, which was already a comprehensive system, including anatomy, physiology, and psychology. I really value both the physical and the consciousness components to our healing. And I've combined that with genetics and the gene keys, which is basically consciousness at the level of our genes. So we have a stressor or we have a physical illness, and it may be literally locking down or overproducing a particular set of amino acids that are down at that level of genetic code. The new buzzword is epigenetics. I've been working with that for over 15 years, but it is now in the mainstream. And it's because of the Human Genome Project and really being able to understand that our genetics are not just what we inherited. It's from a physical perspective of the DNA itself, but what little flags went on to it in our lifetime, as JJ was describing, or in a prior lifetime where it comes through the genetic line. Mom and dad or grandma lived through the Depression, and that can influence our ability to have prosperity as an adult because we're so tied down with that lack consciousness or something of that avenue. It can be as simple as that. So I'm combining all those, and it's going to be a project I'm probably going to roll out as a 12-month course once, an hour and a half, but with plenty of homework to learn in between. And it's going to start in August of 2025.
I'm Kathy Warrior. Hello, I am new to this group. And I love that you have this group. First, JJ, this is just so beautiful. I am relatively new to lightworking in general. I am a science girl. I've grown up and lived my whole life doing science. My background is in auditory neuroscience, so like how your brain processes different kinds of sounds, like music sounds, and then I went to speech sounds and just all that stuff, and I worked with a cochlear implant company for many, many years. But I found that I was being more and more called away to do something much more direct with people, to like help people, just help people in any way. And so like I was getting super stressed out with work. I didn't like it anymore. So I quit and decided I would start my, I had been a hobby of tarot reading for people. And so I was like, I'm just going to make this a business. So I did that last summer. I quit my job, started reading tarot for people. And oh my gosh, because I love it so much. I find it so powerful, especially when you're asking for advice. Yeah, it's really great. And also I've discovered sound baths. And so that fit directly into my background. I thought this is fantastic. So I also do sound baths. So what I try to do is help people, well, obviously, like we all do, just spread the love across the world, help people calm down. The sound baths really help with that. It's so easy for people to just leave their stress on the floor. Like you don't have to do anything. You just sit and listen to the instruments, and it's transformative for so many people. It just blows my mind that I can facilitate this for people. So, and I'm always looking for new things to do, and I love collaborating with people. So if anyone's interested in talking to me, I'd love to hear what you're doing. Truly, I love hearing people talk about what they're passionate about. So, I'll put my link in. It's Forest Empress is my online world. So thank you very much.
Thank you for
Kathy.
joining. And be sure that you add your whole hyperlink because Zoom doesn't let you copy. So you have to have the whole hyperlink so people can click and go right to your site. Thank you, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Kathy, do you do sound baths indoors, outdoors, and where do you do them?
I do them indoors. I'm working with a yoga studio here in Cleveland Heights. I I'm looking for other places to do. I tried a place in Tremont that it was kind of an odd space and people, it wasn't a studio, it's just somebody's office. And so that was, people weren't really coming. So we've pulled back on that. I've got a couple other leads. So I'm I'm in the Cleveland area. So if anyone has a place that they would like sound baths, I love doing it. I have metal bowls, I have a tongue drum, I have a rain disc. That's my new one. I'm so happy with that. A chime. People love the chimes. I go and like ring it around. It feels like I'm giving little blessings to everybody when I do that.
My name is Sarah, and I run Boxless Coaching. I am in New Hampshire on the Seacoast area, which is very close. Like I can drive to Maine in 20 minutes and drive to Massachusetts in 15 minutes, just to orient those of you who are not New England bound. And I wake up people's inner wisdom. So I'm a coach of future possibilities. My modality is the Akashic Records. I'm going through a certification mastery with that. So Lori invited me in, met her at a beautiful conference in California about a month ago. And my offerings now, in addition to Akashic Record, just straight up readings, I also have a one-on-one Your Unboxed Self 4-month journey, which combines the one-on-one practical coaching of how to integrate all of the beautiful depths of Akashic work that we do to clear, to unblend, to go all into the shadows and the lifting of karma and patterns that you can do when you're in the Akashic realm. I also have an offering just around specifically the soul's purpose. I went through a crisis of purpose quite some time ago, similar to Kathy. I quit my full-time job. It's been amazing. It took so much courage. I've been stepping into just saying yes at every moment of what this new path is unfolding for me. And I also am designing and really called to wake up women specifically in midlife. I just turned 50. So, yay, JJ, for the year of 50 for your husband, to have a monthly membership collective. So, I'm in the process of designing that. I think I'm going to have a little input survey. So, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll put in the link. You can contribute to how that gets shaped up. I'm also called to group work as well. You can open the Akashic Records of a group and then do clearing for the group. And there's been a lot of thread lines of patterns in my own client readings, and then just what is showing up in women groups I'm with around not feeling safe being seen. And so more jazz hands to a good news. I put in there's like a Mystic and Maker fair locally later in the summer, and I just got chosen to do that workshop and group clearing for that in September. So I'm hoping to do those more online as well, just kind of offer really whatever the thread lines are that are coming up in clients, because like it always reflects exactly what is going on in my own inner work, right? This week has all been into like stepping into big soft power for my clients. And also that's what I did last week. So that's kind of what's been up in my story world. Thank you.
All right, well, I'm another newbie, and my supervisor has just arrived to tell me that it is time for me to go. Hello, I am Dr. Anna Bartolucci. By day, I'm a sleep psychologist. I help people sleep without drugs. By night, I am a USA Today best-selling fiction author. I also write nonfiction. These top 2 shelves are my babies. And I have been combining psychology and creativity and a little bit of magic into Psych Up Academy. I help soul-aligned entrepreneurs like you guys to listen to the whispers of your heart and finally write that book that will change the world and your business. And I was invited to this group by Isabel Zimmerman. I just did a past life healing series with her. It was amazing. I wasn't really expecting like the emotional changes that came with it, especially as a psychologist. I have to admit, I'm like, as a psychologist and a fiction author, I was like, am I just making all this stuff up? But no, I believe it was real. And I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia. This summer, I have a couple of things going on. I have a couple of spots for individual clients. I'm doing an individual version of my 8-week accelerator program called The Alchemist's Pen. So it's basically working with me. It's 5 sessions to get your first chapter, book outline, and marketing plan set. I also incorporate tarot and oracle card readings into my writing mentorship, which really helps pull out the creativity. And I'm also running a summer book club. It's going to be 6 sessions, a deep dive into Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic, Creating Creative Living Beyond Fear. We'll take 1 section per week, and I'll come up with some good deep dive discussion questions based on my psychology background as well as my life as a professional creative. And so I will drop the link to that in the chat as well as to my Psych Up Academy website and my emails. So yes, I'm just super thrilled to be here. Thank you, JJ, for hosting this amazing space, and I will definitely be back. Oh, and my supervisor's name is Timothy Mouse, and yes, he participates in all my calls.
What part of Atlanta are you in?
I'm in Decatur.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever you are. So moving into all these time zones. I'm Donna Bond, and I was in corporate land for 28 years, had a spiritual awakening at the age of 44, enrolled myself in a master's program in spiritual psychology, and became a spiritual transformation coach. I've been doing that for the past decade now, and I'm in the void. I'm in the dark. Whew, sorry. Thank you all for your light today. I need it. I'm having a time. This full moon has me in her clutch, and I'm just in this space of reinvention once again. It's not a new space to me, but I'm struggling through it. And I could tell you a million things about all the things that I have my hands in, but I just don't have it today. So I just wanted to say hello and be in the space with all of you, and thank you for all of your radiance.
If I could, I would just like to say, first of all, big hugs, Donna Bond. Donna and I met through a publisher. That's how we met. And Donna holds incredible retreats in Costa Rica for women. Generally, some men show up, but that are under transformation. And she creates a journey that really helps women from the time they show up to the time they leave, like really get clarity. And I think it's amazing that you're having this inner turmoil, because you know what that means to me, Donna Bonds, is that you're getting ready for your next level of awakening and next level of offering. And I feel like we have all been there. Like, and you might not be asking this, but I ask myself, what the hell am I doing? Am I a fraud? Like, why is this not manifesting? And so your authenticity today is so beautiful, because there's so many times I have had to do that by myself in my house. And I feel like it's really reminds us how far we've all come and how much more there is to do based on the gifts that are already within us. Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Heather Sherrill. First of all, I agree with everything you just said, JJ, about that. That's how it feels, so true. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for all that are here holding space together, and for those that will be listening later. I'm Heather Sherrill. I'm a non-denominational ordained minister. I've owned a holistic business called Serene Intentions for 11 years. I offer public group guided meditations in person on Zoom. I'm also an accredited certified EFT practitioner, which is through EFTI International. And I went through all of the training for that because I used to work in a psychology office as their mindfulness person and their EFT person. For me, I really work through my intuition. I have plenty of training and facilitator training and all kinds of different things, but the reality is when we're together, just tracking someone's energy and helping them. I use my EFT to help anything from daily stress in life to major trauma, abuse. I can do whatever comes to me. Fortunately, as we're all talking, we all know our journeys have brought us to where we are. None of us are here because everything has been easy in life. So Anyway, I'm super, super excited and grateful to be here with all of you. And also, I'm happy to collaborate if and when I could be of service in some way. And I'm super excited that I will be hosting a retreat not far from JJ. Well, actually, JJ will be there with me the first week of August. And I have it out there, and it will be my 4th retreat on Lake Erie. And I love it. So anyway, yeah, that's me. And so as another new person, thank you all for welcoming me. And I love that we have this community.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Allison, and this is my first time here. And I'm glad that I joined. So I just got done with a total of about 7 days hiking the Appalachian Trail. And so I feel just like lit up by life right now. And I felt like I wanted to jump on this call and connect. And immediately, as soon as I joined, I felt like light pouring from the screen. Everybody's presence. It's just really good to connect with all of you. So I think I've gotten the gist of what we're doing. We're kind of sharing who we are and what we're offering. And so the main purpose that I'm here for on the planet is to channel messages from higher realms and to share them with people so that we can kind of learn to navigate this, collective awakening experience. And I do that through prophecy channeling and also through, mostly collective channeling for the collective and also for individuals. And the thing that I'm really excited to offer is this summer I have an adult spiritual summer camp that I'm offering. And I do this every single year. This is our 3rd year. We get together out in nature. We're going to be doing it in Arkansas the last weekend of June. And we connect to nature. There's tons of different workshops, like channeling workshops, manifestation workshops, play shops, time in nature, cacao ceremony. Man, what else? So many things. I can't even. There's going to be a teacher there doing a past life regression. There's daily yoga. So it's really, really full. And for this group, if anybody would like to be an affiliate for that, and receive a commission for sharing it with people, that would be great. I am looking for that as well. So, and yeah, just happy to be here. So thanks for including me, and thank you for creating this, JJ. I appreciate it.
Allison and I did a starseed retreat last summer at the lake, and it was really amazing. So maybe we need to revisit that at some point to bring that back to fruition. I feel like there may be something there we might have to look at. And Allison's also an author too, so very exciting.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see some new faces and also see faces that I've seen on these calls before. So I always say that I'm so grateful to JJ for bringing this group together. I agree. It's so great to be on a call with so much light and people with spiritual gifts, because you don't get that very often on a Zoom call. So my name is Caroline. Oh gosh, when we talk about our soul mission, which I really like how the person that just spoke referenced that. I used to think, well, I didn't really think much about soul missions. I come from the corporate world and I study psychology. But in my late 30s, I discovered birth charts. And so now my mission is to bring the wisdom of astrology as the original personality blueprint and educate more people about the importance of birth charts and everything that you can learn from our charts. So I'm starting with parents. I'm creating a mini course to walk parents through their children's birth charts. And I do have a freebie. So I'm going through the online marketing journey. You need the landing page, you need the lead magnet. So I do have my lead magnet, and I'll post that in the chat here. But then because I'm a manifest generator, I I can't sit still with one idea for too long. So I'm also going to be creating a product to help people understand karma in their birth charts, especially in synastry with another person. So that's something that I'm really excited about. And I think that's probably more of my purpose, but I was sort of trying to hide from it. But just some of the connections I've had in my own life and, missed connections and then obsessive thoughts about someone. And I discovered recently you could look at asteroids and it's all explained in there why you have a feeling towards someone and maybe sometimes it's not reciprocated. And I do feel in the relationship space, there are a lot of people looking for answers. So I am excited to put that out in the world too. Um, but I'll go ahead and my Instagram is personality.explained. I can put that in the chat and also my lead magnet for parents. I do have a series of ebooks I created too around moon signs, Mercury signs, life purpose, the North Node. I've done a series of workshops, and now I'm just trying to break out more into the online space. So excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love it. Sandra. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Caroline, you are talking my love language, North Node. I'd rather be poked in the eyeballs. Have to live my North Node, like, please. Ugh. Anyway, I'm Sandra, and I am a Gestalt professional certified coach. And I focus primarily on helping to heal the relationship with ourselves and all those stories that we've created about who we really are, and that get in the way, especially as we try to be entrepreneurs, because we don't want to be visible because all those stories are kind of coming up for us in the background. And they come up for us in the background when we go to work, and they come up in the background when we have relationships with other people. And we're constantly renegotiating who we are as a human. And that is one of the reasons that I've been drawn to human design so much. So I'm a generator with a 5 profile. And if you know anything about that, it's like, hello, welcome everybody's projections and like get slaughtered in the process, right? So yeah, that's me.
Yes, Sandra, you probably should connect with Catherine. She's taken, she has created an integration of so many things, birth charts and human design and much more into these slides. And your slides, one slide can tell you so much about yourself. So
yeah, I was on one of her the call, not last month, but the month before, and you showed us one of them, and I was like, dude, that is awesome. That is like so triggering my number 1 in my profile. I'm like, yeah, I want that. Detail, 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 more detail.
It's interesting. The first gene key is a reflection or a template for creativity. For the star pearl, which is the new aspect of the gene keys, it's the template. And the programming partner to that was the second gene key, which just ended its transit yesterday. And I put in the text the one that's in transit right now, which is simplicity. So lean in as we move from that most masculine, most feminine into this beautiful gift. I'd love to share more with you, Sandra. There's a lot more behind that.
it's beautiful. That's beautiful. Are you, most of you, feeling like things are starting to open up for you? Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like I don't know, the word finally comes to mind, I guess. So it's really great to have all of you here and just be sharing your gifts. We're going to be doing this again on June 13th, which can't even believe we're that far into 2025 already. So I have a copy of all your links. I will put that in the messages. And then you can always visit Together We Seek online. You can put any events that you're having. As I said, I'm starting to share those in my newsletters too, of like things that are happening with people in my network, so that, I feel like timing's a big thing and where people are in their journey. And I think offering them things beyond what I'm offering is so helpful to them. So I really appreciate you sharing your highlights. And as you add things into that community, I'll pull them out and add them to my newsletters and other things that we're doing. Any questions, comments? Somebody wants to share something?
Just to thank you again for this group. And I just want to say to those that are being challenged like Donna, we've all been there. Like, oh my gosh, I was at a standstill. We've all been there. And sometimes God puts us in this position to see the bigger picture. So I've been there. And, I totally can know what you're going through. So just my heart to you, and and love to you, and remembering that we are all one. We're all here together to help one another, strive, grow, and help heal, right? Because we're all healers. And yeah, it's helping one another. Yeah. So just know you could reach out, and, any one of you guys too, it's about oneness. That's what the creator has told me. It's about oneness. So, and about love. And that's my mission here, just to show love. And as you can see, love is back there. Love and faith are my big two words. It's having love and faith. So thank you so much. Again.
I have a question. Donna, where are your Costa Rica retreats?
In a little tiny village called Ojachal, which is on the South Pacific. If you know the country at all, it's about an hour south of Dominical, which is a big surf spot. I'm 4.5 hours driving from San Jose. And I just had my annual retreat called Connect to Your Essential Nature. I'm really a soul catalyst. I support women in aligning with their soul and what their soul is here to do. And anything that needs to be cleaned out of the way in order for that to take place, I get to be a champion of in my own life and process. I would love to sort of share, well, following this retreat, some incredibly shocking news came to me about secrets that have been happening in my community. And I'm also a Gene Key guide. I have Gene Key 59 in my culture sphere. So your culture sphere is about community, and I have the shadow of dishonesty with the gift of intimacy and the city of transparency. So I'm in this really awkward place, and my victim is really like alive right now and wants to just scream from the rooftops the feelings of being wronged. And I'm in this weird space of, how do I create the intimacy and the transparency? And doing that on the public stage, I really I see the root core of my own responsibility, in all of the things that are unfolding, but it doesn't make it any easier or any less painful. And this has been going on for 18 months. Mm-hmm. So my Saturn return is knocking on the door, and yeah, it's been really challenging. Thank you so much for listening.
I think all of us here can resonate with you.
Thanks. I am a live transmission of divine grace and power that is coming through this channel. And, but something is not aligned in my life, or I wouldn't be in this very deep, yucky mess.
I know.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
With Mary's comment of oneness, I feel like we can all feel you and feel it and reflect on the energy that is brought forward through us through different circumstances at different times. But the one thing that's shifted for me just being here with all of you is that a lot of times I feel like I'm going through that energy by myself, and to feel it with all of you right now seems not only grounding, but really awakening. I feel incredibly connected to all of you right now in a way that I can't even put words to. Yes, we were meant to come together, and it's time for us to start being more of a tribe instead of individuals. And I don't doubt that we've been a tribe before. Tana, thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for sharing. You know, we're all sending you love and light, but you represent all of us.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you, everyone.
So if I could just end this, I just feel so called to just kind of call out some energy, and maybe it could help release all of this. This definitely was not planned. Ah! 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 Light in me sees all the light in you, and I could not be more honored that all of you would come together right now and sit with us in this circle of connectivity, and that all of our work is connected and integrated and necessary. Thank you. Thank you for making time for all of us today to come together in this way. And I know I will feel all of you for hours and probably days to come.
Thank you, JJ. This was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you for showing up today. I hope you can feel all of us connected in a way that you did when we joined. And I just am really honored to be part of this. So thank you. With this, I look forward to seeing all of you again here in person, online, wherever that may happen. And thank you. And there are no accidents. With that, we're signing off, and we will see you again next month.